My childhood in the Money make the world go round. Money make the world go round. Money make the world go round.
Listen to it, listen to it. Hear the beat?
Feel it.
Yeah. So they might go crazy.
Just stay focused. Sir.
There goes MP, the most hyped prospect since LeBron James. Can this third-generation NBA athlete and 19-year-old superstar live up to the hype? The journey begins tonight as he plays his first NBA game.
Hello, deja vu in here.
I know, right?
It's not every day you see your son playing his first NBA game.
I know I shouldn't be focused on this, but I still can't believe that Grandpa's not here right now. Just doesn't feel right.
It's okay to feel that way. I miss him too, but you know, Grandpa would kick you behind if he knew you didn't distract you like that. You gotta put that on the back burner, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Now listen to me, there are gonna be a lot of people in here tonight. But you and I both know what you've been working toward all these years.
Greatness.
I don't care about the hype. Most of the people talking, they don't even believe what they say half the time.
But me and you believe.
What do we believe?
I could be one of the best players to ever play this game.
Yes, sir. That starts tonight.
We ain't fearing no deer tonight, kid. Let's go.
Hey, MP, what's up?
What's up?
Check out these free kicks that we're hooking you up with. On behalf of Jordan, I'd like to wish you good luck in your first NBA game. Not that you need it or anything. We're all real excited to see what you do out there.
Hey, MP, let's talk for a minute.
Get me ready for this since I was 6 years old, so I'm ready.
Okay, so that's why they say what they say about you, huh? Can't miss. A legend at 19. The next GOAT.
Yep, keep going.
Look, just don't try to prove it all at once, right? Look, you got the all-NBA upside, clearly. So you only need to show flashes right now.
Coach, I'm trying to show my full potential.
That's the competitor's mentality, and I get that. But just remember that it's a long process, MP. As long as you tap into what makes you great, we're all good. No one is expecting a fully formed MVP on day one.
Loud and clear, Coach.
Great. So go out there and have a little fun.
Hey, you know I will.
Great game, boss.
Opening night, a special date on the NBA calendar. And tonight, we have an extra sweet treat, the debut of MP. Everyone excited to see him in action and get his career started. And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. A look at the 76ers starting group. James Harden out there with Maxey. Then it's MP. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis and Lopez together down low. On the wings, it's Allen and Middleton. And it's Holiday in at point. And tonight, the first game of MP's career. A lot of eyes watching to see how his journey begins.
Well, many believe that MP is the next face of the NBA. I mean, he comes from a long line of NBA talent. Father Prince and grandfather Truck both had strong careers. I know this is one of the most anticipated debuts in years.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Well, there may be a lot of games ahead, but game one of the regular season is always a little extra special, Grant.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a game everyone looks forward to start the season off on the right foot. I can't tell you how huge it is for a team's confidence to get a win on opening night. but it's definitely one everyone is looking forward to.
Outside Harden. Outside Maxey. Here's MP. And the basket is good.
And that right there is some grown man strength from MP to be able to finish on that play.
MP against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Allen from behind the arc. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Now Philadelphia with it. To the inside. Here's MP. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And this summer, the Sixers making changes on the bench. Grant, the mission statement is clear. Make it past the conference semifinals.
Oh, so clear, B.A. And while that's been the stumbling block in recent years, I'm not sure even that's good enough. This is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
Wow, you talk about expectations from a rookie. Grant, MP came into the league with a shoe deal already in place.
And plenty of cachet being a Jordan brand athlete. As if he needed any extra. But I'll tell you, he looks good with that Jumpman logo.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo for 3, on target from range.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
To the middle. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Holiday. Allen on the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Maxey. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And he lobs it up top, and it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Harden finds Harris. Inside. MP no good.
That's great defense, and he's a player who can struggle in the face of some really tough interior D.
Pass to Lopez. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Harden, the pass to MP. Giannis with the rebound. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, Brent, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, still one of the league's elite players.
Unbelievable, BA, the way he started off his career. You felt like there was an end to his improvement. That hasn't been the case. Just a strong work ethic, his desire to compete every day that he's in the gym, and the guy keeps getting better. That's scary.
Here's Harris, following the score by Milwaukee. Here's MP, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Third is Brook Lopez.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. Melton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Beverly comes in for Harden. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. It seems you could bring in anybody to this team and pair them with Embiid, and they'd still win, Grant.
Oh, they got a solid roster, but there's no denying that Embiid is the heartbeat of this team. The 76ers go how Embiid goes, kind of like our broadcast with you. And in the last 5 seasons,
here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Middleton, and it's Connaughton in for Allen. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Bamba's checked in for Joel Embiid. MP comes in for Reed. Tucker's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harden in for Beverly. All right, let's toss it over to the sideline for a report on MP.
Thank you, BA. Well, if you were curious just how hyped the NBA world is for MP's debut, just look at that crowd. Celebrities from all over are in attendance, and also his father, former player Prince. And those set of eyes are probably putting the most pressure on MP to perform. Guys?
A lot of big names out there, right? Thanks, Allie. Giannis and Portis work together inside. Pat Connaughton is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Crowder in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
they're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Tucker to stop the run. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
No chance. Giannis, too much length.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Rebounded by James Harden.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Outside Tucker. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then Monday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Drew Holiday comes in for Connaughton. Tobias Harris checked in for the Sixers. To the paint. In this era of positionless basketball, versatile wings are in high demand, Brent.
Every team in the league, BA, looking for that guy between 6'7" and 6'8" that has a lot of skill and can defend multiple positions, space the floor, shoot threes, and make plays. So becoming a complete basketball player at that position is something that is really coveted by front offices.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. The rebound by Bamba.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Here's Lopez, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lopez has got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Harris right side. Pass to MP. Work in the interior, MP.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Portis. And it's Allen in for Beasley. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Melton. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half of basketball. Now Middleton hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Down low, Harden with a screen on Allen. MP shot is off.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
Pass to Lopez. Three-pointer. Joel Embiid with the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's MP. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez with it, picked up by Embiid. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Middleton. Fires from deep. Just 5 on the clock. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists now in the game. Harden finds MP. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Milwaukee Bucks. First taste of the league for MP. What are you guys seeing?
A guy who's rushing things. You know, so much is expected of him. He's a third-generation NBA player, has all-world talent, but you could tell at the end of the half, he was a little frustrated.
Sure looked that way, Kenny. Shaq is a heralded rookie in 1992. You had a big first game, 12 points, 18 boards, 3 blocks. What can MP do to turn this night around?
First of all, Ernie, don't ever release those stats again. You just don't care and worry about what other people think. You know what you can do. Trust that. Everything will fall into place. Trust me. 12 points, Ernie. Don't ever mention my name with 12 points.
I was going to say, I mean, the 18 boards, the 3 blocks, those are impressive, but shoot, I could have scored a dozen.
I'm insulted, Ernie.
And now switching over to our current game, what a tough start for the 76ers.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
Some tough love from Dr. O'Neill. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
All right, let's go to the sideline. We've got something on MP.
Hey, Brian, MP is one of the most highly regarded prospects of all time, and the pressure to succeed is huge. Basketball fans across the globe are tuning in to see the debut of MP on the NBA stage. He'll have to put on a show to live up to the hype. That's even possible at this point, guys.
Yeah, he's looking to make a splash, isn't he? Thanks, Allie.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. Well, Brent, when you think of the Bucks, it's hard not to remember their huge playoff disappointment in 2023.
Man, pretty crushing, right, BA? You got the #1 seed. You're a team poised to get back to the finals with a chance to win the championship and get knocked out in the first round. What a terrific regular season they had, and no one expected them to go out so quickly. Of course, one of the league's best scorers, Giannis, poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. MP is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Maxey, and he dunks it down.
And just a typical unselfish play from MP. He's got a really strong team mentality to his game.
Milwaukee has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Lopez. Now Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Allen outside. Antetokounmpo outside. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 3rd assist of the night. Now a timeout called by Philadelphia.
Now on the court is your Pirates squad. Get loud and let them rip.
Quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The 76ers, #1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Maxey to the middle. Here's MP. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Middleton is doubled. Holiday from long range. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Man, you watch Drew Holiday, Brent. This guy is so tough, physically and mentally.
NBA, there's a lot of guys in the league that we say are underrated, but the secret is out on Drew Holiday, especially after the way he played in the NBA Finals. This guy is the best defensive perimeter player on the floor, unselfish, and what a great backcourt partner.
A clear look for Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Harris misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Harris. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's MP. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Under the new collective bargaining agreement, the all-NBA teams will now be positionless. What do you think about that, Brent?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you're awarding the players that had the best seasons, and if it happens to be guard heavy or big heavy or wing heavy, so be it. The 15 best players are going to get the acknowledgement that all the hard work and all the consistency and what they put into the season, that's going to pay off.
Bucks making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Melton, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Beasley. Antetokounmpo outside. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Milwaukee is gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Holiday passes to Beasley. Back to Holiday. The three is up. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Middleton. Tries yet again. He can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid fires it home.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
There's a minute 26 left in the third. Well, Brent, one area of the floor where the Bucks really shine is on defense.
Yeah, no question. This defense is one that just smothers you, and if you're not ready for it, they can come at you defensively in waves. They don't let you rebound. They pressure shooters. They're going to make you work for every bucket.
Back to Melton. To the inside. Here's MP. Rejected by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Beasley misses. The 76ers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Harden, the pass to MP. Free throw line jumper. That one off the back iron and out.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Inside, here's Beasley. Soft touch off the glass. Beasley's got 6.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Portis with a screen on Harris. Pass to Portis. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Milwaukee. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Fourth quarter upon us. Time is running out. Some changes. Middleton is checked in for Crowder. Allen comes in for Connaughton. And Holiday subbed in for Green. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
On the wings, it's Allen and Middleton. Giannis and Portis work together inside. And it's Holiday in at point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
The D keyed in too much on Harden there, leaving his man wide open.
Allen finds Holiday. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Let's go with a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Puts up the 8-footer. Power move from MP.
I love the determination from MP not backing off because of all the physicality in there.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Harden, the pass to Embiid. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good, a bit long that time. The 76ers have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Allen. Pass to Middleton. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
In the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
A minute 39 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Embiid. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Bucks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
They get it back. Embiid can't hit. Antetokounmpo against Harris. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's MP, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Bamba's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tucker comes in for Harris. Melton, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And it's Beverly in for Harden. Beverly against Connaughton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Beauchamp. That three's off the mark. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
To the inside, and there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Connaughton outside. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Thank y'all. Wow, listen,
right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're gonna try to do this in an orderly fashion, all right? Why don't we start right over here?
Lisa Sims, Daily Horn. MP, you came into the league heralded as the best player of your generation, but you really struggled tonight. Were you feeling the weight of expectations? Was it first game jitters, or maybe something else?
There were some jitters, but that's no big deal. Everyone gets nervous from time to time. You just gotta learn how to deal with it. Bottom line, I wasn't good tonight. But it's just one game. Once I get my feet wet, I'll start making the kind of difference everyone expects me to make. Thank you. Next question. Right over here, right over here.
Lina Becker hier, Sportbild monatlich. Bist du sehr enttäuscht, dass du dein erstes NBA-Spiel verloren hast? Du weißt, du hast Fans auf der ganzen Welt, die dich anfeuern.
Lina Becker, Sport Monthly. Are you disappointed in losing your first NBA game, knowing that you have fans watching all around the world?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Who wouldn't be? Shouts out to Germany, though. I appreciate y'all, but I wish you didn't have to see this. It's not fun falling apart in front of millions of people. Danke. All right, who's next? Right in the back, right in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Truck?
Yeah, it means I have a target on my back. I had every advantage growing up, I know that. And I've got all the natural ability in the world, thanks to my genetics. When you got both those things, people want to take you down a peg. But I thrive on that. It makes me better. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, la compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Corbet, the competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
Man, love you guys. France is awesome. I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much beautiful history there, but it's also very modern and forward-thinking at the same time. I'd love to go back someday and spend some serious time there. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
One more.
Proud of you, MP.
What? You got locked down out there.
What up, Tom? Come on, man. One game doesn't define you. Even if you did blow it.
So now I gotta sit and watch tape with you just to show you all the stuff I did do right? Come on, Papa thought you knew ball.
You see, I knew you weren't that upset.
No, you're right. It's just one game.
It's just one game. Lucky you got me here to give you some perspective.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You here to keep me on track.
And you know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
Just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I've placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year, so I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied, as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
You're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner if I had played the game.
All right.
Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's gonna be no question who the GOAT is.
Short memory. On to the next one.
Hey, I'm not gonna do my boy dirty like that. He had a bad game, but you know he the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it's not the game he wanted to have, but he's going to have a lot of opportunities to put his best foot forward. I believe in MP.
MP's got the passion, focus, and preparation to be great. I won't worry about him at all.